Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to be recording a actual content video. Like, I know I shared with you guys, what was up with 2023 and the plans for 24 last time, but I'm super excited to just get like a traditional video recorded because this is awesome. Plus, I haven't done one in months, so I'm excited to share art supplies with you guys because it's like one of my favorite videos to make. I got ahead of myself. My name is Lindsay, and I'm the artist also known as Phelan, and I am a fine artist as well as a fan artist, and I create fun art and merch and go to conventions and try to sell my stuff there. So that's a little about me, kind of getting used to saying something like that for the videos. That way new people know what's up. Hi, new people. I love you guys. Come join us. hit that subscribe button. But yeah, I got a big old bag from Jerry's Artorama. They had a sale on New Year's Day, like the literal day, like day one of the year. And I could not help myself. I had to pick up at least a little bit. So I have this big... Oh boy, it's heavy. I have this big red bag full of stuff. It's not actually full all the way. They didn't have any like smaller bags to work with, so they only had like the big bags. So I just kind of went with it because I had paper-sized items and a heavier item, so they wanted to go with the big bag. So here we are. So let's crack on into that bag, see what's up. I'm happy to share these items with you, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, forgive my table for not, I don't even know if you can see it, but like right here-ish. It's mostly like here off screen. My daughter I gave her a pack of Crayola colored pencils for the first time, and she got so excited, but of course she couldn't keep it on the paper, so I colored pencil on my table. I'll have to see if I can get like a magic eraser to clear that off for me. But anyway, that's fine. Let the kid have fun, right? But I have this giant bag right here. And I'm just going to start taking things out kind of in the order I pick them up, I think would be best. So let's start with, I'd say surfaces, but I didn't actually get anything like canvas, and that would have been last anyway. I got paper. So let's start with the first thing I grabbed, which I think is a little more exciting. You know, let's get the least exciting out of the way. I haven't taken out of the package. Some of this stuff I've taken out of the package because I did try to record this once before and it kind of failed. The footage didn't look that good. It got kind of blurry and I didn't like it, so I'm doing it again. But I got some hot press Arches watercolor paper, 9x12. This is 12 sheets of 100% cotton paper. You guys know Arches. You love Arches. I got hot press for some of my artist alley work, because sometimes with like particular like anime portraits or video game manga portraits, that sort of thing, fandom stuff, I don't like the texture sometimes. The texture's distracting. Like finer details for that sort of thing. So I got some hot press to kind of intermingle in there and try and have some fun that way. Now this one took me by surprise. I'll zoom a little bit out so you can see a little bit better. Technically we're a little crooked. There we go. That's better. This is Stratholmes 500 series charcoal paper in a natural white finish. 24 sheets of 9x12. 100% cotton archival quality acid-free paper. That's what got me. I hadn't seen this before in the store, and unfortunately mine got a little bit of a divot in it right there, but it's not super noticeable, I don't think. Yeah, you can't even see on the camera. That's fine. So I picked this up because I'm actually looking to do some charcoal work. I figure that might be something a little different in the artist alley. It's maybe not seen as much. So I thought this would be great to actually have it on the proper paper level that I like to do my finished work on. I don't care what I sketch on, honestly. But for finished pieces where potentially I'd like to sell the piece, I want to do the best quality paper I can within reason. Trust me, I know there's some beautiful like pastel matte that would probably work great for charcoal too. but goodness, that stuff is expensive. I'm talking a little fast, I noticed, just because I'm so excited, so don't mind me. I'm just excited. Next on the list, wait, no, not that. Next over from their paper is pencils and charcoal and stuff like that. So I actually picked these up. And we're going to zoom back in a little bit. There we go. I actually picked these up. I wanted to a long time ago when they first came out, but money is tight and I wasn't drawing as much, so I didn't. But they had the sale going and they had these at a reasonable price already, and it came out cheaper than anywhere else, so I was like, yes, I'm getting them. These are the FaberCastell, there's 11 count in here, but there's also like a blending stump and stuff, and eraser stuff, so they're not all pencils. Yeah, so they're matte graphite pencils. They have way less shine than your traditional graphite pencil, which is super interesting. And I do sometimes enjoy doing just plain pencil work, not having to worry about paints or colored pencils or even charcoal. Like, sometimes I just really like graphite. So I was doing a graphite portrait back last year of someone's Final Fantasy 14 character, and they had black hair, so I was shading in the hair. Here, let me see. I think it's right here. Here it is. I'm not finished with it yet because I was hard getting sick and everything like that, so I got to come back to it. But yeah, the shine kind of gets to it a little bit. It's a little distracting in this case, so I would like to potentially do some graphite portraits with these pencils. I think that would be super fun. Also over in that area, kind of like not in one of the aisles, but on like the exterior walls, they have, is this all of them? I think I just grabbed a few. Yeah, I just grabbed a few. Come on, focus. We've got some colored pencils. And real quick, we have bluish turquoise, burnt carmine, rose carmine, deep cobalt green, and mauve. So these are some moody kind of jewel tone colors that I was looking for, kind of filling in colors I don't readily have available or don't have the right blend to do. And that's because I'd like to do some colored pencil work as well. I've gotten much better at my colored pencils than I used to be, because I learned how to blend them a little bit better. That was fun. I'd always complain my colored pencil work never looked as good as everyone else's, and I was like, oh, they're blending. Oh, you sneaky. Yeah. Sneaky. That's what you are. You know how I finished that, didn't you? Next up is usually like drawing tools, like, and markers. So I didn't get any markers. And then you kind of swing over and there's brushes. I was tempted by brushes. I really was. But I had a budget to stick to, and brushes would have very quickly brought me over that budget, the ones I wanted anyway. So I dove right into paints, and I'll start. Their aisles start with oil paint, acrylic, inks, and kind of weird stuff, and then they finish up with watercolor and gouache. So we'll kind of go in that order. I was tempted to get so many oil paints, you have no idea. I never got a chance to test my Williamsburg oil colors that I got, both from, I think, was it Palettefull Packs and Amazon. I never got to sit down. I have not done a traditional oil painting in like forever. I have so many canvases, so many surfaces, and so many brands to test that I was just like, oh my god, what have I done? So I think I want to do a landscape with the Williamsburg colors, and I just wanted to pick up some more traditional browns that I'm used to. So this is just burnt sienna and burnt umber, really. There's nothing special there. Nice Series 1 cheap watercolor. Cheaper, and the brand isn't cheap, but Series 1 is usually the cheaper of their things because it's an earth pigment as opposed to something else that's not an earth pigment. So your yellow ochres, your blacks, your whites, your browns. Sometimes ultramarine blue gets thrown into Series 1. Sometimes you get lucky. lemon yellow, particularly a PY3 is usually like a 1 or 2 series depending on the company. So those are like usually my staple colors because they are series 1. Next over from that is acrylic, and I have a couple of acrylics from probably one of my favorite brands for acrylic paint, and that is Golden. I originally in my bag I had like a couple of tubes of the slow dry open acrylics and some other stuff too, but yeah, here got some so flat too. So I had originally a lot more acrylics than this, and I had to put them back. So maybe that's a video for another time. But this is Titan Mars Pale. I have some of the other flesh tones, we'll call them. This is very pinky. It's very pinky like I am, so it's a very me color. Not that I'm going to be doing a self-portrait. I am terrible at self-portraits. I either make this thing look too ugly or too pretty, and it's got to be like right in between, guys. So yeah, so but that I already have a more yellower shade. Obviously I have browns in other colors, but I was missing that kind of pinky flesh tone that was pre-mixed, so I can tint it properly a little bit easier than trying to mix up a whole batch. Then my husband and I both use these. Let me move a little bit forward. These are Golden So Flat Matte acrylics without the shine. He borrows them from me all the time. In fact, the bin of these is over by him most of the time, because he uses these for model painting, particularly Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I also paint some, very rarely, but I technically have armies. I'm terrible at finding the time to paint them, though. So we got turquoise and phthalo blue green shade. I was lacking in the blues a little bit, so I kind of think I want to do something watery now that I have these extra blue colors. That might be fun, but I think, I don't know, maybe traditional acrylics would be better for water. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, we got those to help out with both of us. And then since I said I was, usually the last thing I look at is canvases and surfaces. Since I don't need those at all, I am well stocked. The last aisle I looked at was gouache and watercolor. It's funny, I originally thought I was going to grab a lot of watercolor, and I ended up actually buying a lot of gouache. Here, they actually, I put this separate, hold on. There we go. There we go. Plenty of gouache colors. I really, in 2024, one of my goals is to really up my gouache game. I'm definitely getting better, but I can definitely improve as well. So we'll just kind of grab them at random. This is Peacock Blue. I actually have this in watercolor and I really like it, so I got it in the gouache form. I got a navy blue because I think I'm going to end up needing that for a couple of things I have in mind. A lot of new greens. We got turquoise green, which anything turquoisey green or turquoise blue or anything teal is my jam. I got emerald green, terra vert, which is kind of like a sap almost. We got leaf green because I'm going to be doing some leafy kind of foliage-esque things. We got traditional yellow ochre, and we got permanent yellow orange. I have an idea for that. And then an extra tube of permanent white because I am going through it quite quickly. So definitely I think gouache was the big winner this time, and I say that with confidence because we're not done yet. No, we are not. Yay, extra white, I'm so excited. Alright, I already took this out of its packaging. It was packaged in a clear wrap and a little cardboard sleeve, and I will show you the cardboard sleeve. But I'm guessing you can guess what this is without it. There you go. It's a big thing of jelly gouache. Now I've had the Miyahime gouache set and it dried out and it's in terrible shape and I hate re-wetting it. I do have jelly gouache in tubes though. which is nice. And I love using jelly gouache for practice pieces that I'm not selling or I'm going to make a print of instead. It's just in my sketchbook, whatever. I prefer using jelly gouache because I can kind of play with it easier. This set is super nice. It has 4 snaps on all sides, the handle, and the cups of jelly. Now, I went with this for one big reason, not only, but like there was a huge in my face. Jerry's carries in stock in the actual physical store, so I don't have to order it, these jelly gouache in little pouches you can refill the cup with. Who can refill the jelly gouache? When I saw that, I was going to buy white like right out of the gate, but they were out of white and black for obvious reasons. So hopefully they're in stock by the time I visit there again. But it comes with a full set of, what is this, 6 plus 6 is 12, 24? 24 colors? Yes, it says 24 on the lid. Perfect. You get a white, primary yellow, cadmium yellow hue, orange, scarlet blush, primary magenta, alizarin crimson hue, lavender, what is that? Violet, cerulean blue, primary cyan, ultramarine Prussian, turquoise, viridian middle green, green gold, sap green, raw sienna, burnt umber, and raw umber, as well as black. So I am beyond excited to try this. I'm guessing between, if anyone comments, it's going to be between this and the pencils that I think people are wanting to see most. And I honestly, either one is very exciting for me. But that is everything in my giant bag. I have nothing left, but I'd say this is actually a really good haul. Here, we'll slide this here. We'll slide all that back into view a little bit. I would say this is a great haul, full of really good things that I like. Really expanding the gouache. Like I said, I really want to become a much better gouache artist this year. So a lot of gouache, fun stuff that you'd expect me to get and things like that. So hopefully you enjoyed me opening up all these supplies. I know I had a ton of fun being back with the camera, revealing supplies, talking about them. Oh, it's just good to be back again. I've missed this for many months while I was sick, and I'm just honestly just really glad to be back. So hopefully you'll stick with me. We'll have more content to come. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below which one you want to see reviewed first or talked about first. And yeah, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. We do fun art content here. We're back for 24. We're gonna kick its butt. So I guess that about wraps things up. So take care, have a good one, and bye for now.